Good morning, beautiful people. So I just finished a yoga class here in Pai, and I wanted to make a video and talk a little bit about how to overcome things like anxiety, depression, anger, misery, basically all those unpleasant feelings and sensations. See what happens when we're in that state. What's actually mainly dictating anger, violence, sadness isn't so bad, depression, is because the internal environment, the internal chemistry is out of whack. This is a really simple way to put it. The internal chemistry is completely out of whack. So when the internal chemistry is out, naturally our emotions, our mind is going to be agitated. And then when they're agitated, we lash out in anger, certain behaviors, depression, addiction, all these things come out because the chemistry is out. Therefore, we need a practice or a system or a way, an education about how to balance the internal chemistry of the body. When we know how to balance and manage the internal chemistry of the body, it's easy to become peaceful. It's easy to become joyful. It's easy to be pleasant, to be kind, to have loving thoughts, because they are just the consequence of an internal environment that is in harmony. Chemistry is in harmony. This is the first thing we need to learn. This is really the first thing we need to be taught in school. And from my many years of doing many different things, and everyone's actually doing it in their own way, we're all trying to manage our internal chemistry to make ourselves feel better. Some do it with drugs, some do it with money, some do it with power, some do it with sex. We're all trying to do the same thing, is trying to basically create a harmonic internal chemistry where we feel good, where we feel happy. The system that I've found by far, it's nothing new, it's yoga. Yoga is a scientific method of balancing, harmonizing the internal chemistry of the body. We do it through postures, we do it through breathing. They're the main ones, so they're the most obvious ones that we need to start at. As we progress in those practices, more and more the chemistry starts balancing itself. It becomes easier and easier to become pleasant. It becomes easier and easier to be peaceful when the internal chemistry is balanced out. It's not rocket science. It's actually very systematic and it's very scientific, but you need to practice it all the time. So this is what I wanted to share with you, is that we have to work at developing and balancing the internal chemistry of the body. That is really the first study that we need to focus on. Because if our internal chemistry is out, there's really no point trying to embark on any adventure or any project or embark on any relationships or anything like that. Because our internal chemistry is so out of whack that no matter what we do, we're going to feel terrible. We're going to be spreading stress, disharmony, suffering onto others. So first and foremost, learn to manage the chemistry in the body through the yoga practice. And what you'll find, just quickly, I'll finish with this, things like drug addiction, alcoholism, are in itself, it's a way to manage our internal chemistry of the body. When you do the yoga practices, which are based on natural sciences, is that eventually the chemistry high you get off the yoga practice begins to overtake the high that you're getting, or the balancing effect that you get from the drugs or the intoxicants or the alcohol. So if you keep practicing the yoga, eventually it will overtake all the potential destructive habits that you were using before to help balance your chemistry. Once you get to that point, life takes on a way of being that you're actually naturally high all the time. And this is the state that we all should and are designed to be in. We've just lost touch, or we just don't do the correct natural practices to get us there. So that's it for today. That's my little ramble for this morning. It's all about learning to manage your internal chemistry of the body. This is the first priority. And from all my studies and experiences, definitely yoga is the most effective way at teaching us how to balance the chemistry internally. Once that's done, once that's in place, everything just flows from there. It's easy to live a peaceful life, it's easy to live a good life, it's easy to live an intelligent life when the chemistry is good inside. If it's not, it's very difficult. So that's it. Hopefully it's helpful. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.